Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel for another LEGO build. Today is going to be a very, very exciting start of a pretty cool project. This is going to be, finally, a thing I've promised since the day that I started this channel with LEGOs over a year ago now. We're doing our first custom Star Wars battle. Not like the biggest one I think that's going to be in my collection. The Battle Geonosis that's actually already started is going to be bigger in the end. However, I've always had a Battle of Hoth in my room. When I moved, I threw all this into a box, and it's just been sitting on my shelf for a while, and I figured, you know what? The Battle of Hoth is the perfect starting point since we're going to be doing this in winter time, and you know, what's better than a Battle of Hoth in winter? It's perfect. Now, all of this behind me, some of it's kind of where it's going, most of it is just a giant pile of snowtroopers and Hoth rebels. This is not going to be the most, this is not battle accurate. This is not going to be a one-for-one recreation. This is just cool things inspired by the, of course, Battle of Hoth from The Empire Strikes Back, and the Hoth map in Star Wars Battlefront and Battlefront 2, of course. So this is going to be an amalgamation of just a lot of sets, individual minifigures, and once we move on from here, there are some details that I would like to add, specifically if I have room, an AT-ST, and also like the small snow speeder from the 4+ set behind me. I would love to have that like on fire on the ground, but I want to see how much room I have to work with. This is going to be part one. There will be more parts to this as I add on just with everything else with the other projects. And as always, I do want to go through kind of like the list of sets that I have currently here, and then talk about like what year they're from. This is not a lot of new things. In fact, if you walk into any store right now that sells new Legos, I don't believe there's a single thing on here aside from maybe the AT-AT, which has apparently seen some better days. That has a really beat up front I might have to work on eventually. And maybe like a Snowtrooper battle pack or something. Those are it. Everything else is considerably older. Right here is actually one of my absolute favorite sets, and there's a little bit of the pieces around it. This is the Hoth Rebel base. This is set number 7666, and it came out in 2007 and contains 548 pieces. It is not an easy one to find. It is actually decently rare. You can get it for like, I forget what I paid for this, honestly, like 140, I think, for everything, which is definitely more than it originally sold for, but it is considerably older now. I mean, 16 years, or I guess 17, as of when this video is actually going to be airing. Most likely in January, I think, recording this like the day before Christmas. So, as of now, this is 16 years old. It will be 17 at the time of that recording. And then a couple of the smaller pieces, like Han Solo and his Tauntaun, and one of the actual turrets here, which again has seen better days. That is going to be from the Echo base set, which is 7749, and that came out, I believe, in 2009. Contained 155 pieces. Then we have the absolute big boy up there. This is the AT-AT Walker, the most recent model launched, I believe, in 2020. He contains 1,267 pieces, and of course, you do have minifigures inside of the AT-AT drivers. Some of them, like General Veers, are going to be on the ground, which is what I said at the beginning. This is not battle accurate, like Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker will be fighting, so there's going to be some different stuff in here. Then you have the Hoth Wampa Cave, which is going to be the Snow Speeder, Luke Skywalker, and of course the Wampa. He came out in 2010 and it contains 297 pieces. The model number is 8089 if you're interested in that one. And then, as for the sporadic soldiers spread throughout, some of them are individuals I've got at yard sales just from the past, whatever. Or if I find a cheap set on eBay at a bricklink store, whatever. There's going to be 2 battle packs for the Snowtroopers and 2 battle packs for the Rebel Hoth-geared Rebel Troopers, which are pretty cool. And then, to finish it all off, there is the 4+ set. Everyone's favorite, you know, value for your money, the kid sets nowadays. The only reason I wanted this is I want this to essentially be a crashed and burned on fire snow speeder eventually, but Wedge Antilles is exclusive to this set in this Hoth gear, so I did want to grab him as well. And then of course you have the Hoth General back here, you have Princess Leia, which are add-on figures, same thing with Chewbacca, same thing with Darth Vader. Those have just been added from other sets, but I did want to make sure they were included in this, of course. So yeah, this is going to be pretty much set on a bookshelf. I've showed it off before with the Battle of, with Hogwarts, and then the Battle of Hogwarts right next to it, the El Dorado Fortress and all that stuff. This whole side is just the Lego wall. For the most part, it's mostly done. Nah, it's not mostly done. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm kidding myself with. But this is going to be one of 3 current Star Wars battles over there. We currently have the Battle of Geonosis, which is mainly storage for Christmas wrapping supplies right now. And then we have the Battle of Umbra, which is holding a bunch of Magic the Gathering cards. And now the first one that'll be done on this channel, which is the Battle of Hoth. So what I'm going to generally do, and what I typically do, and how this is already lined up, to the left of everything is going to be the Rebel forces, and then there's going to be like the snow wall with the turrets behind it. I'll have all the troops lined up, very similar to how I did in the one that I took down when we moved, of course. And then you'll have the AT-AT marching towards it. It won't be perfect the first time around. I have like 8 million projects going on right now, so my first Bricklink order for this month was like 700 individual pieces to fix up the city. That's project 1. Once I add the AT-ST and I can start doing some of these like smaller projects, I just wanted to get this done, get it shown off, and actually start like the custom battle series, because I've been promising that and I've been wanting to do that for a long time. So Umbra, Geonosis, you know, they're all coming here eventually, but I did want to start somewhere, and wintertime and Hoth definitely go hand in hand, so I figured this was a good time. So yeah, I'm going to do this in the background, and I'll show off as much as I can with the building process, and at the end we can go through and see all the little details and see what we're looking at. Like, comment, and subscribe if you can. It's been great. The past couple months have been really, really good for the channel. Way more views than usual. More hours watched, way more subscribers. We're doing like 6 to 10 subscribers a day right now for the past couple weeks, so it's been really, really nice. As of recording this has been a year, so thank you all so much for like the 1-year anniversary for everything. And as of this time last year, I had 100 subscribers. Today I have over 1,200. We're nearing 1,300 for the most part. And you know, it's nice. it's been a nice accomplishment for everything, and I'm very happy that I get to do this for, you know, my part-time job. I think this is great, and it's a lot of joy. It brings a lot of fun to the household, and I definitely am appreciative of all of the hard work that everyone has done to support me, and I appreciate that. In other news, we've also hit over 700,000 views on this channel, which I know it's not the biggest thing in the world, but to me it's very special to do in under a year, essentially overall, so I'm very, very happy with that. But yeah, let me know of any Hoth sets that you would like to see, or any recommendations for future projects with this. I'm always open to suggestions. But yeah, let's get started with this custom build, guys. Alright everybody, so here's the overall look at the current Battle of Hoth. Yes, I know there are some pieces missing, like the turret, or I should say main gun for the snow speeder, but you know, we'll fix it up as we go. But overall, here is the very first look at the pretty cool Battle of Hoth. I really like it. So right up here, we have the 2 snow speeders. For now, I did the smaller one off to the side and a larger one in the back. I'm hanging those just with 3M tape. You can also use command strips. Just use a few pieces of them in case they fall. In the back, you can see the healing tank with the medical droid all the way in the back. Pretty cool little detail there. And then on this back panel, I did hang up some guns, some thermal detonators. You have some pipe work in the back as well. Then you have a rebel soldier grabbing a blaster to go outside, the general, and Princess Leia, of course, at their computers. And then inside you can see the gate itself. Up top, we have a couple of cool looking turrets from the battle pack. And then here, we have a few long rifles up top, and another turret. Then in front, larger turret and the smaller one from the Echo base battle. Then we have a rebel pilot, soldier, Chewbacca, a few more rebel soldiers, and of course Han Solo on his Tauntaun, and then Luke Skywalker with the thermal detonator he uses to destroy the AT-AT. Did some texturing. Overall, it's a little hard to see, but there are just some little texturing here and there to level out the snow. We have an Imperial spy droid here. A lot of the big turrets, which are definitely pretty cool looking for like the machine gun unit, basically. A fallen snow trooper. And then from the front, there are some like larger pieces for them to hide behind. I want to actually enhance that a little bit as we go, but for round 1, I'm definitely happy with it so far. Then we could, of course, have a Wampa. He's either running to the battle or from the Wampa. You can use your imagination. We have another snow trooper running away right here. Then a scout trooper on his speeder bike, and in the back we have a snow trooper with his speeder bike. Then, of course, leading the battle, we have General Veers and Darth Vader. And then, of course, we have the big old AT-AT And that little string is not an error, that is actually the string that you're supposed to attach Luke Skywalker to. But originally, I was going to do Darth Vader versus Luke Skywalker, but for now, I'm going to leave it like this. I kind of like them just like lining up for the battle. What would honestly be ideal for me, I would think, just buy like 40 of each soldier, really go all out. The Rebels might actually be done. I think I would like to add some details, and then add, of course, Luke Skywalker when he's healing in the tank. I think would be a cool detail there. But overall, I think it's a pretty cool look. I would like to do a few more snow speeders. I think one would look cool going through the legs of the AT-AT, maybe tie that string off on it. And I'm thinking maybe a crashed snow speeder here. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to fit it. If not, I can put it maybe in the background. If I do an AT-ST, it would have to be in that gap back here. Just move some of the snow speeders around. But I'm not sure yet. I think I'll add the AT-ST in the future. But I really do like just the AT-AT, but for scale, I know the AT-ST would look pretty cool next to it. And then I only had one Scout Trooper available. So there we are. Underneath is a Disney shelf that I just started, by the way, so yeah, that's why there's random stuff there. And the Battle of Umbra up top that I've slowly been putting together, but now I just have Magic the Gathering all over it, so gotta fix that up in the end. But yeah, so here's the overall first look for Winter 2024 with the Battle of Hoth. I'm a big fan of this so far. I really, really like it. I think I will add the AT-ST here pretty shortly. Maybe another snow speeder, but we'll see what we can get done for the holiday season this year. So thank you guys so much. And I don't know yet. I'm debating doing all the way around in that white base plate, because as of now, that's actually like the bookshelf backer that's holding that along. I think it looks cool. I don't mind it by any means, but I don't know if I want it to look like pure Lego or not. But we'll decide as we go. Let me know if you have any recommendations or something that you would like to see added to the set that I don't have already. As always, hopefully you're having a safe, fun holiday season, and I'll see you next time. Happy building, everybody.